Hello everyone. Today we will be talking about the commodification of vulnerable children. To be more specific, commodification of vulnerable children within caregiving facilities in Kenya.
We will talk about what commodification of vulnerable children is, how it affects society, and what people's perspectives are about this issue.
Without further ado, let's begin.
So, what is commodification of vulnerable children? According to easy sociology, it is a sociological phenomenon that examines how children, as individuals and symbols, have been turned into objects of economic value.
In Kenya, cultural practices such as child marriages violate their rights, hence increasing their vulnerability to exploitation and abuse. While many people believe our government should oversee industries that deal with vulnerable children, Kenya has weak regulations for orphanages, even though there have been laws and policies which aim to promote family-based care, such as the Children Act 2022. However, enforcement remains a problem as multiple orphanages still operate without meeting legal standards.
A significant portion of Kenya's population live in poverty, with a lot of families unable to afford basic needs such as healthcare, food, and education. Hence, due to the financial burden, some parents choose to give up their children.
Moving towards the northwest. In Uganda, a common practice of child exploitation of vulnerable children is through orphanage trafficking schemes, often recruiting these vulnerable children for the purpose of exploiting them for financial gain. UNICEF has reported that out of an estimated 69 million children,
In Nigeria, up to 10.7 million of those children are considered vulnerable. Moving to other countries like Haiti, where the children face extreme exploitation and abuse, including forced labor, recruitment into armed groups, and sexual exploitation.
To find out about how known the topic is and how aware people are, we sent out a survey to students between Year 11 and Year 13. Out of the 19 respondents, 31.6% have heard about the term commodification of vulnerable children.
94.70% didn't think enough is being done to protect these children from being exploited. 57.90% of our respondents believe that children are still being treated like commodities in today's society.
52.6% of the respondents were fairly familiar with issues related to child trafficking and child labor.
And all our respondents believe there should be more government oversight in systems involving vulnerable children.
Moving forward, while industries can get cheap labor from commodified children, it is completely unethical as it is a violation of human rights. It leads up to long-term psychological and long-term trauma, loss of connection with loved ones, and it disrupts the education and development of a child.
We can change the lives of these vulnerable children by urging the government to place stronger laws and implementing fines. This will ensure all children are treated equally, securing our world a prosperous future ahead.
And that is the end of our video. Hopefully, after watching this, you'll have a better understanding on the commodification of vulnerable children and the different situations children have to face. Thank you for watching.